Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jess with That Pixie Planner Life, and today I have another Disney trip planned with me for you guys for our upcoming couples only trip. Super excited. So if you want to see how I'm fixing this up for our upcoming February trip, stick around because that's coming up right now. Hey Planny fam, welcome back to my channel. Like I said, today I'm going to be digging back into my Disney micro planner because my husband and I have an upcoming trip for just the two of us. It's our first one and I am so excited. This trip was already needed, but after the house coming down with COVID, my husband and my son, it is needed now more than ever. And I'm just so grateful that it happened enough time beforehand that we're still able to go, because had it happened much later than it did, or not that much later than it did, we would not be able to go and we would have been canceling our trip. So I'm at least grateful for the fact that it happened in enough time span where we didn't have to do that. So here we are. I have gotten quite a bit of things done. This plan with me is nowhere near as extensive as our family trip plan with me that I did in like 3 different parts. I will put links to those videos down below in the description box. If you guys are interested, you can go and check those out. So this video isn't going to be nowhere near as long or crazy, but I still wanted to do it with you guys because this is a completely different experience. It's a quick trip just for 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights, and it's a couple's trip instead of a trip with all the kiddos. So it's quite different. This is my Disney micro planner, and I have some cards in there in case anybody asks me about my products while I'm there. And then we just have some opening pages, and then we have the monthly. So we've got December, January, and then our trip, which is in February, the first week. Nothing crazy. I didn't really have to put too much down here just because it's just us. So then we get into trip details. I have to put my flight information in, and I started doing my packing lists, and I have my ones from the previous trip off to the side here so I can reference those. But I went in and like put our outfits down for the day, and we might change it up now because we've gotten a few new things in since I wrote this. We'll see. I'm going to leave it for now. But I started working on the other items to pack. And that's why I have my little Disney Princess sticker book with their boxes over here so I can go in and put the rest of the packing list together. And then I have to put the hotel information in. And then we have our daily schedule. So for the most part, this is accurate. I've already gone in and written everything down for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we don't have any fast passes as of right now. We might do Lightning Lane once we get there. So if I do end up scheduling them, these will end up going in when we're already down there. And then we've got our ADRs. So we are super excited because we are going to be eating lunch at Steakhouse 71. My husband really wanted to do it. We were watching constant reviews of both breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we really wanted specific menu items, and they were only available during lunch. And funny story, I had originally booked breakfast because the steak and eggs just sounded really good to me. But my husband didn't really want the breakfast. So then I looked into dinner, and we almost did dinner. But then I was like, well, they don't have the burger for dinner. And my husband was like, well, I kind of really want the burger. I was like, well, then I guess we're going to have to try for lunch. So at one point I had breakfast and dinner both scheduled at the same time because I wasn't able to find lunch reservations. And I was like, well, let's just leave them both and see if we can get a lunch reservation. If we can't, we'll just decide between those two. And then a few days after that, I was able to score a lunch reservation for a Steakhouse 71, and I was so excited. So that kind of changed up our plan for the day, but we really wanted to work around that restaurant. So that's super exciting. We have Steakhouse 71 for lunch on Saturday, and then I was able to get a Ohana breakfast reservation for Sunday. So I'm like so excited. Like, these reservations are so hard to come by. We actually almost went to 50's Prime Time because there was a reservation available for that at some point too, but we were like, no, we really want Steakhouse. So that's what the decision was. So we've got those two restaurants, and then we are also considering Via Napoli. They don't have any reservations available for dinner right now on Saturday night, but thanks to paging Mr. Morrow, he's been able to get walk-up reservation with Via Napoli quite a few times, and we've seen him do it recently. So we're just like, you know what? Let's keep our fingers crossed. If we don't get a reservation, we can always walk up and see if there's any walk-up tables available. And if there isn't, we have the art festival and we can just eat a little bit more food from the festival booth. So no big deal. Then we've got festival food. So this is the Festival of the Arts for Epcot, and I am so excited for this festival. I've never done it, and I can't wait. And I have all of our food, like all of the booths that we want to do and which foods we're going to get from there. And there's an extra little sheet in there in case we want to add anything in. And then I have my snacks menu that I have yet to do. Actually, no. What happened here? Oh, I do have my snacks. Yeah, I thought I did it. So this is the snack schedule. I'm going to rip this out because it's in the wrong section. This should be over here, and then these should be over here. I must have just mixed them up by accident when I was putting these notes in. So for our snacks, I have Friday and Saturday. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of moving around a lot. Sunday, I don't have any snacks scheduled as of right now. We have Ohana in the morning, and then we're probably just going to resort hop for a little bit. So we might grab something else somewhere else. We'll see. But Friday, we definitely want to get the beignets from our hotel because that's where we're staying. So excited. And Gideon's. That is our main goal for Friday is Gideon's. And I will be waiting in that line for as long as I need to. So that is the plan for Friday. And then Saturday, I have a whole slew of things written down here. We're going to be at Magic Kingdom in the morning. So we're going straight for Gaston's. We're going to get the cinnamon roll, the new Donald Dome that looks delicious, and a glass of LaFleur's brew. And we're just going to try all those and share all those together. And then we're going to grab some spring rolls at Magic Kingdom in Adventureland at the spring roll cart before leaving and heading to lunch at Steakhouse. I feel like we're going to be eating all day long. We're going to be so full. But then after that, we're going to be heading to Hollywood Studios for a little while. We're going to grab some Starbucks, maybe get a exclusive treat from Starbucks if they have any. Someone recently, I think it might have been DFB, said that Starbucks and Hollywood Studios had their carrot cake, their like carrot cake sandwich back. My husband doesn't like carrot cake, but I do, so we'll see. And then we want to go to Baseline and get a beer flight and have that like massive beer cheese and pretzel that they have there. And then moving on to Epcot, that's where we're going to be finishing up our day. And I definitely want to get the pressed brioche and the macaroons from Le Artisan, the store, not the food booth. So those are on my list to do for snacks in the parks on Saturday. And Sunday, like I said, there really isn't anything planned. I might put Polly down and try and get a snack from like the Polly booth. I know they have like the little cafe, Kona Cafe, and they have like all the treats in their thing. So maybe we can get something from there. We'll see. And then we have the shopping and souvenir, which I have yet to do as well. So that is pretty much our, like, that's the flip through of this. And now I'm going to kind of speed you guys, well, not kind of, I'm going to speed you guys up so I can go in and write down the things that I have yet to do. And then I will go through those and show you guys that portion after. So let's go. Okay, you guys, I think that is going to do it. I'm pretty sure I'm all done now. So I'm back in the beginning of my trip details section, and the first section is the flight and transportation details. So I have my flight down for going to Florida, and the only thing I need to get is the flight number. I can put that in after, but we are flying Frontier on the way there in the morning out of Boston. And I put down our parking information as well, just so I have that. And then on the back side, I have the flight details home to Rhode Island, MCO to Boston, and the date, and then the times. And again, I just have to put the flight number in. And then I also put the Mears bus service in here too, because that's what we're using since, sad face, Magical Express is no longer a thing. So I have the Mears bus service. I've already paid for it. It's scheduled, and I have the pickup information. I have the pickup information from the airport. I just have to get the pickup information from the hotel back to the airport. I still have to call them and ask about that. So I will take care of that soon. So that is the transportation details. And I pretty much just stuck with the Princess box sticker book. So we've got like a little bit of a princess motif going on. Our next section is the packing list. So as I said, I had written down our outfits lineup quite a while ago, and I had written down my Princess and the Frog outfit for Friday, splitting Ratatouille and Mickey on Saturday, and then my Adelaide Fort shirt outfit for Sunday. And then my husband is this 50th outfit on Friday, his Uniqlo shirt on Saturday, and then his yellow Mickey shirt on Sunday. However, we both have acquired some new Disney merch since this was written. So I am not going to like hold either one of us to this. It's already written down. I'm not gonna like mess with it anymore. If I want to, I can go in and white it out later. However, it's not a make it or break it type of thing. My husband, bless his heart, has acquired a new Loungefly obsession and purchased his first Loungefly. It's a Sword in the Stone one, and it's pretty cool. It's one of his favorite Disney movies, and the little sword comes like in and out of it. It's adorable. So because of that, I found a really awesome Sword in the Stone meets Zelda t-shirt because he loves Zelda, and I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be swapping that outfit out for one of the other ones. My guess is that'll be his park day outfit. So I think what's going to end up happening is his yellow vintage Mickey shirt will stay back here at home, and Uniqlo will move to Sunday, and yeah, you get it. And me, I have acquired two new things, a Monsters Inc. ensemble along with the Loungefly, obsessed, and also a new Figgy shirt, and it's Festival of the Arts and Figment, and I'm like, I don't know what to do now. So I gotta figure it out. But those are the outfits. And then I went in and I divided up my packing list. So this is like a generic packing list for like clothes, outfits, accessories, things like that. So you've got my Loungeflies, which ones I'm thinking about, ears, and then just our general outfits and like socks and shoes and undies and pajamas, all that. Then we've got the packing list essentials section. Masks are up at the top, and then you've kind of got like electronics here, phones, phone chargers, portable chargers, stands, watch, a gimbal, more to come on that later, and our portable fans. And then you've got ponchos, sweatshirt, bathing suit, hair and makeup things, toothpaste, toothbrush, that kind of stuff. So kind of like an essential sheet that can travel with me every trip. And on the back of that, it's kind of the same thing. Packing list extras and carry-on stuff. You've got my daily planner. I always try to bring a couple of things from my shop. This time it's probably going to be mask chains. I do have like 2 other ones, so like I might bring extras to take a couple of photos with. I'm not sure. I'm trying not to do too much work in social media on this trip, just because this is kind of acting like our honeymoon that never happened, and I really want to focus on Dan and I. So I don't know, we'll see. And then I also have some cards from my shop here in the front in case anybody asks, where'd you get that chain? Where'd you get those ears? I can give them my card. And then we got my micro planner, obviously, some jewelry, some snacks, medications, sunscreen, gift cards, the water bottles that we got last time, some coloring books and coloring markers for on the flight, our magic bands, and then some headphones. And that's pretty much it. I wanted to kind of redid what I did last time with this list because I want this to be able to just stay in here. And I feel like I've done a really great job of things that I will always be bringing with me. I debated on adding my iPad over here, and I think I might just put it in because sometimes I'll bring it and sometimes I won't. But I'd rather have it there than not, even though I'm not bringing it on this trip. I really am trying to disconnect as best as I can. I'll have my phone with me, so that's plenty. Then we go into the hotel information. I kind of messed up a little bit here, but it does fine. It works. It does its job. So the hotel information, Port Orleans French Quarter, and then I kind of give some details about the resort. It's a moderate resort in the Disney Springs area. It's got boat transportation to Disney Springs. It has a pool with a slide. A couple of other benefits to the hotel is it has access to Port Riverside. So we can go over to that one for free, use the pool, eat there because they're sister resorts. They have the beignets there, and you've got bus transportation to the parks. And then on the back, which really should have been on the front, it just has our dates of our trip, what kind of room we're staying in, and what time is check-in and what time is check-out. So it does the job. Then I already showed you guys the daily schedule. Friday is our arrival day, and we're going to be grabbing beignets and heading to Disney Springs, hopefully meeting up with some family who happens to be going at the same time to grab a couple drinks together. We may or may not try to fit in a quick 30-minute pool dip, depending on the weather. I know it's been pretty cold down there, so I'm not sure what February is going to look like. So that may or may not happen, but we are going to bring our suits just in case. And then Saturday is our park day. So we're going to wake up early, head to Magic Kingdom and road drop there. We kind of have a list of what we want to do. We want to do Space Mountain, grab food at Gaston's. I want to ride Winnie the Pooh. And Dan wants to go to Memento Mori's, and then we'll probably ride Pirates just because we would do Jungle Cruise, but I'm not waiting in that line. I'm not. It's always constantly long, and it's just not worth it. Last time Pirates, the line said 75 minutes, and we got on in 20 minutes. It was crazy. So we both like Pirates, and we actually both really like the gift shop at the end of Pirates, so we would like to do that and grab our spring rolls, then Steakhouse for lunch, and then head to Hollywood Studios, and that's where we're going to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We're going to do Muppets because we didn't get to do it last time, and Dan and I love that show. And we're just going to do some shopping, and we're going to hit Baseline Tap House, and then we're going to jump onto the Skyliner, head to Epcot, and really Epcot, we're just going to bolt to the front. It's because when you take the Skyliner to Epcot, you end up in the back of the park where World Showcase is. And we really want to start up at the front first. So we're gonna have to beeline it a little bit to the front entrance, grab the Festival of the Arts booklet, take some pictures in front of the Spaceship Earth. And then also we want to take part in the paint the number mural wall. We want to do that too. And then we can head back towards the showcase, hit Pop Eats first since it's right at port of entry, and then head into Mexico and go that way. Last time we did Canada first, and I really want to do Mexico first because we want to do the Mexico Pavilion. Neither one of us have ever been in there, and we've never rode the Three Caballeros, so that's kind of our goal, just to do something a little different together and just eat and shop around the world. I don't think we're going to be able to get onto Remy's because the standby line is the only line now. The virtual queue is no longer a thing. And chances of us getting a lightning lane later in the day are kind of slim to none. So if we are able to get in line, great. If not, no big deal. Also, we kind of want to try and get Via Napoli, like I mentioned earlier in the video. we will see. We're going to handle it kind of like a walk up. I will check the day before, Friday morning, to see if any last minute reservations open up for there, but I don't know. And then we're going to try and hit Harmonious and then head back to the resort. And then Sunday we're waking up and we are going to go to breakfast at Ohana's at the Polynesian, explore the Poly, do a little bit of monorail hopping, go to Grand Floridian, and then head back to the resort, eat at the cafeteria, and then head home. So that's a rundown. Then, like I said, we don't need that. You know already about that. I already went over the snacks and the Festival of the Arts food, and then we get into shopping. So I did shopping by location. So we've got the Disney Springs page, we've got hotel hopping, and then we have the parks. And I basically just broke it down that way. I wrote down the stores for Disney Springs and the items. Don't hold us to it, but that's what I'm thinking. Then for hotel hopping, I kind of just categorized it by the hotel and then what I want to look into at each hotel. Mostly hotel merch. A lot of the hotels have specific merch to that resort. So I really want to see what they've got. And Grand Floridian, I believe, is the hotel that has Stony Clover stuff. And I really kind of want to see what is there. We'll see. It sells out pretty quick, so I don't know. And then we head to the parks. For Magic Kingdom, we're going to do Memento Mori, Hollywood Studios. I want to look into Pandora, and I want to go into the Tower of Terror shop. I'm hoping they'll let us in without going on the ride. Maybe I can get Dan on it. We'll see. Probably not, but it would be cool if I could. And grab that Tower of Terror t-shirt. It was there last time, and I really wanted it, and I said, nope, I'll wait. And I'm kind of hoping they still have it. We'll see. And then obviously shop Sunset Boulevard, because the stores on that strip are so unique and they have a lot of merch that you can't find anywhere else. So yeah. And then the parks continued. Last park is Epcot. Really want to see if they restock the Figment popcorn bucket. If they don't, it's fine. Festival of the Arts Spirit Jersey and Magic Band. Hopefully they're not all sold out by the time we get there. And obviously art from the art booths. We're not going to go crazy. I think we're thinking one like nice piece. I just don't know how we're going to get it home. That's the only thing. But I love the cards and like the bigger matted pictures. And then I can just put them in a frame when I get home. So I love those. And it'd be really cool if an artist was there on one of my favorites, like one of the favorites that I have, and get it signed. That would be really cool too. So yeah. And that's it. I hope you guys liked this. Hopefully it wasn't too long of a video and you get a sense and an idea of how different this was to plan versus going with a group of 6. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm really excited, and Dan's already feeling a little bit better, and everyone's going to get retested next week, and crossing our fingers and dotting our I's and crossing our T's that everyone will be negative when we go to retest. So then we'll be good to go. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Happy planning and stay magical. Bye.